Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Ever Pitch Talk, and welcome back to a little segment here called Take a Touch. And as always, I'm here with my two trusted co-hosts. But first, but certainly not least, obviously you're not gonna be least because you're first anyways. We have Big H in the building. Go on. It's time. It's
Well,
time. It's time.
they didn't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, 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 yeah,
They didn't
yeah.
care until I put on the mask. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm saying? And we have Pato. Where's Isaac? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
He's not
But
needed right
generally,
now.
where was he though? Because he wasn't on the bench, he wasn't in the squad. What's going on? You paid 120 mil.
He's not needed. The boys did the job without him. It's okay.
It looked like he was needed.
But he wasn't. At the end of the day, we got 3 points. No one can take that away from us. Obviously, he didn't have a preseason because he was banished by the Newcastle people.
Mm-hmm.
He played like 20 minutes for Sweden. He's just getting up to speed. We're playing Atletico Madrid, Haram ball, and then we're gonna play Everton as well, Haram ball. So, bro, we have a lot of tough fixtures coming up. So, yeah, man, the he knows what he's doing. Your manager likes to get people injured. My manager likes to make sure his players are fit in it. So, yeah.
Listen, talking about your manager, anyways. Yeah, they're starting to call this slot time. Yeah, because obviously against Brentford, Chiesa came on, scored in the 88th minute, went away to Newcastle. We came on, scored in 90 plus 10 minute. Obviously against us, Szoboszlai slapped that top ends in the 83rd minute. Then you see Mohamed Salah scoring that 90 plus 5 minute penalty as well. Is this not a bit concerning to you with these late goals? I know obviously you're sitting on top of the table, 12 points, haven't lost the game. So life is sweet. But from watching the Brentford game where you were so open at the back, then also against Newcastle as well, then kind of labored your way into a win against Arsenal, also against what's the name, Burnley. Are you not a little bit worried about the football?
Yes and no, I would say. Because you can't win. Because the first 2 games, we were peppering, we were scoring, they're saying we can't defend. The 2 games after that, 2 back-to-back clean sheets against you guys as well, but we only won by 1 goal. They're saying, "Oh, where's your attack?" Blah blah blah. As far as you're getting the 3 points here, that's all that matters for now, because it's the beginning of the season. The way I see it is, just all you need to do is be there or thereabouts when it comes to like Christmas time, and then your form really takes over. If we're playing amazing football now and then we fall off at the end of the season, that's why people don't win multiple trophies. They'll win an FA Cup or just the Prem and no other trophies. I'm looking to get more than 1 trophy this season. So I need us to peak at the right time. I don't need us to peak right now. Secondly, bro, we have like 6 new starters. Let's keep it a book. It's going to be very difficult for 6 people to come in and gel straight away. So I don't think it's going to be that easy. But yeah, we can't escape from the fact that we've paid this much money for Wirtz. He's not performing. Kirkez, I don't know what people are saying that he did good against Madueke. To be honest, I'm not really seeing him. To be honest, he's making silly mistakes. So of course it's concerning. But our manager, clearly he knows what he's doing, and only time will tell. If we keep scoring in the last minute for 38 games and we win the league, would they after we win the league be say, "Oh, you only won it by last minute winners"? It doesn't matter. Put the points on the board. Honest to God, put the points on the board. They're saying Salah is out of form right now. Salah usually, he would have a great start of the season and then he peaks and then he falls off towards the end. He does that all the time. Maybe this is the season where he's going to score 6 or 7 goals by Christmas, and then after Christmas he kicks on. I want to see Salah's peak towards the end of the season for once, because there's other people that can carry the weight now. It's not all on him anymore.
See, with Salah, because honestly, I think so highly of the guy, and he's kind of made me think so highly of him as well. But are you not a little bit worried about his form? Because I know he scored like 2 goals and maybe provided an assist as well, but his overall gameplay has been a bit lackluster. Some of his final passes haven't been there. The way I'm kind of looking at Salah is the way I kind of looked at Aubameyang after he signed that big contract with us. Do you know what I'm saying? But he finally got his money. I know he was speaking a lot. He was very outspoken last season about his whole contract situation, saying he wanted to stay, that he wanted them to give him a new contract and blah 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 on his terms and all that kind of stuff. Now he's eventually got that. And it's like the performances are not really backing what we saw last season. So I'm kind of thinking to myself a little bit. I know it's only 5 games in. Was it a bit of an anomaly? Was he playing for a new contract? Because I'm kind of like, bro, at least like, okay, I get the Brentford game at home at Anfield. Obviously, you have the God rest his soul, the whole Diogo Jota incident. Probably won't have a game because emotions are high. Then I'm thinking Newcastle game. I kind of expect you to kind of step up a little bit against us as well. He usually is always there or doing something against Arsenal, so I kind of expected a bit more as well. The guy didn't really do too much. Then again, Burnley, he was kind of non-existent. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you not a little bit worried since he signed that contract? Because I'm kind of looking at him like he's kind of giving me Aubameyang signed the thing type of thing. He's finally gotten his money and now he's just on autopilot right now.
I would agree with that if it was any other player except for this guy, because I don't know players that have signed the contract but have had this type of consistency prior to signing the contract. This brother's been doing this. Even he had 2 really good seasons at Roma. I think he did like 15 goals, 10 assists before he came to Liverpool. So he's had like 9 years straight of consistency, goals and assists. It's not just gonna stop just now because he signed the contract. Aubameyang had off seasons. Obviously, he was prolific as well, but he didn't have basically 10 years straight of consistency and amazing football. Van Dijk signed the contract. He's still doing his thing. I have no doubt in Salah, because with Salah, yeah, cool. He's not playing well. When the season is over, regardless of what trophies we win, if we win anything or we don't, I can guarantee this guy will have 20 goals, 10 assists, 100% guaranteed. I don't know. It doesn't matter how he gets it. I don't care about the penalties, the tap-ins. If he has a stinker all game, he is going to put up the numbers. And whether we like it or not, those numbers are going to contribute to something. He's going to win you points. People are saying, "Oh, you just scammed the penalty, bro." Last kick of the game. A lot of people are missing that penalty.
High pressure situation as well to keep your calm and bury top wins as well, bro.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. I don't get why people say that type of stuff because it's a penalty, but you still have to. People would be clowning him more if he didn't score that penalty.
Exactly, and he missed 2 penalties. Previously, he missed a penalty in the Community Shield, and he missed a penalty in preseason. I'm pretty sure those last 2 penalties he missed, and then now pressure, last kick of the game. If we draw that game, yeah, bro, it's psychologically Arsenal are like, yeah, these Liverpool men are not all that. But now when it's like a dagger to everyone, it's like, well, what's even the point of us playing well when these men are just gonna win in the last minute every game? Psychologically, it changes people, other teams thinking.
I don't think it would be that much of a dagger because it's still game week 4. Do you know what I'm saying?
Really, yeah.
If it was like game week 33 or 34 or something like that, and you kind of see that, bro, it's long. Do you know what I'm saying? You think to yourself, fucking again. Do you know what I'm saying? But H, I know you have a lot. I know you have a lot to say about this. So yeah, give me your thoughts. I know you watched that Burnley game like the rest of us. What did you think?
No, I just think Liverpool are poor football inside, bro. Like you can score all the last minute winners you want, but when it comes down to it, you're not happy with how they played football, Pato. No Liverpool.
100%.
So it's like, imagine your first 4 games, you needed kind of goals in extra time and like the last 10 minutes of the game to get yourself over the line. That's worrying. It's worrying to, like, even for me, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but as bad as Arsenal play football sometimes, it's like, if this is how we're getting over the line, I wouldn't be happy about it. I'm looking at Kirkes, I'm looking at Wirtz.
What was that dive about that he did as well?
It's a weirdo, man.
It's just one of those where it's just like, you're like, the money you spent, it's almost like, like City of old where they'll spend the bread and then just straight from the jump, they're just slapping everybody 5-0. Like, that was almost the feeling that I had with you lot going into the season. Like, Kirkes was one of the best left backs in the league last year. You bought Frimpong and you bought Wirtz in. You now brought Ekitike in. Now you have Isak as well. It's like, mentally, it's just like, I just thought that you guys just would be playing almost better football, like, honestly, like, putting teams away. Like, yeah, you're getting the points. You haven't lost a game this season. That's great. But it's like I would rather this from Liverpool as a Liverpool fan, the back end of the season. Because like Taib said, that's a dagger to everybody. Imagine the last 10 games, 7 games, and Liverpool are just they're making it through the last minute goals. Bro, you psychologically you're absolutely finished because you know that we can't do that. But you guys doing it so early into the season, like and knowing that Salah isn't performing and he's gonna go African Cup of Nations as well. Like I almost just posed the question of even with the sign of it's like how you guys are kicking ball right now, is it actually sustainable for you come Jan, come Feb? Do you know what I mean? So look, you're getting the points, and at the end of the day, it's a points game. But can you keep on doing this? I don't think so. I think eventually you're gonna get got, and the way you get got, it won't be pretty. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not because no, that's not me like praying on Liverpool's downfall, bro, or anything like that. But it's just like footballing wise, how you lot would get touched up playing the way you're playing against more. I suppose a side that would kind of put away their chances more. I think it'd be a different story. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if you go against City playing the way you lot are playing, even United, you know, they love turning up when it comes to to like big games with you lot, and they
I don't
have.
think so. After watching that Manchester derby, United are not gonna do jack shit.
No, but I'm just saying in terms of like even with the like counter attack opportunities that like Burnley had, like if that was maybe like a City in transition, a United in transition, a Tottenham in transition, bro, you lot could have lost that game 3-0 type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like so, it's like that then almost poses a question. Imagine you lose to Tottenham 3-0. It's almost like why did you lose to Tottenham 3-0? You have Wirtz, you have all these guys. Like why is that happening? So
H, what do you think of Vert so far? Before I even ask part of this question, because I expected a lot more from this guy. Bundesliga, a young player of the year, invincible as well, bro. I'm not sure if this guy feels like he's playing against Bochum sometimes because he dilly dallies on the ball too much, takes an extra touch when he doesn't need to, doesn't release the passes quick enough at times as well. I'm kind of looking at him like, brother, you're not gonna get the time here. Somebody's gonna clap you from the back if you don't move that quickly enough. If you're not decisive enough in whatever action you're choosing to do.
no, it's like it's absolute like I've said it. It's like I think this guy still thinks he's playing like under 15s or something because like I get it. He's a tidy player. Like he is a tidy. He can beat a man. He can drink a man. I get it. But it's almost like you need to be like you don't sign for that type of money and not be the spearhead of that team. You know what I mean? Like I know Salah is meant to be like the Mr. Liverpool or whatever, but you don't sign for 100 and some million and not come and actually be
Bro,
a star.
I seen a stat of them praising them, yeah, but they were using
That was
bloody
one,
running stats.
yeah, one ridiculous stuff, bro.
Like
Is he a
one
box midfielder?
yeah,
Yeah, that was
this is it. Look, off the ball runs 92 first rank, runs into the final third 42 first, runs ahead of the ball 26 first. Bro, you didn't pay 100 mil for Usain Bolt
Bro,
or for Mo Farah. You know
because
what I'm saying?
if they sign me too, I can run into the box. It's not, not a big deal, to be honest.
look, I
But
think it might just be a case of like, look, fella just needs time to adapt to the league, and eventually, when he gets used to it, he understands. Okay, yeah, this is when I need to release the ball. This is how this player look. You've signed like 6 new players or something like that. It takes time for everyone to gel, but I just think like even when Pogba came from Italy, bro, like he went into United and bro, the guy was active off the bat.
yeah,
KDB when he went
Let
into
me even show you what they did for Pogba all the way back in 2016. Yeah, this is even Pogba that even scored a goal as well. Yeah, they said 3 yellow cards, haircuts. They were absolutely taking the piss. But look, this person said, look at the slander Pogba got for playing in the pivot for a Europa League Man United side. Wirtz is playing in his best position for the champions in England, and there isn't a peep about how pathetic he's been.
but that's
Obviously,
nine
really
games.
nasty. Say again.
That's 9 games though. That's kind of mad.
he's nearly halfway there. So
Well, you get 3 more games, and they're gonna use him for the new 007 instead of a Jaden Sancho. Do you know what I'm saying?
Look, Verse has not been good enough yet. But the thing is, yeah, Verse is coming into a team that, first of all, the whole team is not playing well. So let's not just act like it's just him, because you can put Messi in bleeding Stoke. I don't know if he's going to score 91 goals like he did that season. Your team needs to perform as well. So let's get that straight. But me, I agree. 100 and however much it was, £1 billion that they spent on it. Yeah, you need to perform straight away. I'm gonna be so real. So the criticism is 100% deserved. I don't know why they put running stats. I've never seen any player ever show. I've never seen a number 10 and did they show running stats for De Bruyne or Coutinho or Fernandez or any of
Well,
these guys?
that's what they have to go off because he hasn't really done anything else. He hasn't really jinked a man where you kind of thought, oh, do you know what I'm saying? Like, the running stats is all we have.
And the thing is, yeah, I'm fair. Let's call a spade a spade. He hasn't been good. If he was like a £30 million number 10, we're just
Oh,
trying.
nobody.
Fair, but your Bundesliga player of the year, they're telling you you're the best player in Germany. Bayern Munich wanted you over 100 mil. You were the record transfer fee 2 weeks ago. Um, so yeah, he needs to perform. For me, he needs to get 10 goals and 10 assists in the Premier League for me to say yes, it's worth the money. And that's even like it's not even that much, but Salah and Isak are there, so there's only so many goals and assists the team can score.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think in the Champions League, he's really gonna show his stuff because
Because
for Leverkusen, huh?
he'll have a bit more freedom as well.
Exactly.
He's not going to
Because in
face
the Champions
Burnley.
League, exactly in the Champions League, everyone thinks they're a good team. Everyone is gonna try and play football. So it's gonna be my football against your football, bro. Against Burnley, this was haram ball. This was proper. Jose Mourinho. It's like Jose Mourinho and Simeone rang the Burnley manager, what's his name, Scott Parker, and said, "This is what you need to do," and it nearly paid off. Salah couldn't do anything. McAllister was there. What did he do? Gakpo was there.
Yeah,
So
they broke his leg. They broke his leg for him.
you know what I mean? So it's not just rates. He played against Arsenal. You man, that I always tell you guys, your bodyguards. So who's breaking that team down? Is Arsenal the best defense in the league? Cool. Then he played against Newcastle. These people that have an agenda against Liverpool because we took your player. Let's keep it a book, man. These are difficult games for any number 10.
But listen, yeah. The reason why I can't have sympathy for him because people were sitting on podcasts, big podcasts, saying that my striker plays as if he has genes on his body. This thing guy that has 3 goals in 4 games, they're slandering this guy, and he hasn't even been that bad because we can use the same context that you're applying for words for Gyökeres. First game of the season, United away, brother. They might as well just show you into hellfire because what are you supposed to do? Do you know what I'm saying? United could be, you know yourself, Arthur. United could be shit, but once your team rocks up to Old Trafford, it's long.
All of a sudden, they're not playing football.
It's going to be long, especially Arsenal, Liverpool. They're gonna be up for it. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no way they cannot be. Then after that, okay, we played against Leeds. He scores 2 goals. Nice. That's cool. 3rd game of the season, Champions away, Liverpool away. We haven't won there since 2012, since we were in secondary school, boys. That's the last time Arsenal won at Liverpool. What do I expect him? What do I expect him to do? Do you know what I'm saying? We've had Robin van Persie go to that stadium. He's bagged 1 or 2 times, but he hasn't won a lot of games. We had Alexis Sanchez go there. Brady Gotti wins or scored and he goes. Mesut Ozil, all these type of players go there. Brady done anything. Now I'm expecting Gyökeres to go and bang me a hat trick for what?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then finally against Nottingham Forest, he scores because we actually create a chance for him as well. But so it's like I think this day and age people are too quick to point score, but it's just good. Wirtz is just going to be another victim, unfortunately. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not his fault that they set the price tag to what they set the price tag is, but he's going to be a victim of it, unfortunately. And for over 100 M's, I'm expecting a bit more.
But what I will say is, he's only 22. Wirtz and Isak are basically Salah replacement, kind of. They're meant to score the goals and provide the assists that Salah has been doing once he leaves in the next year or 2. When it's all said and done, let's say we're 6 years down the line, I can guarantee Wirtz has won the Premier League and the Champions League. I'm fairly confident in that because there's no way you're gonna. If you spend 160 million on Wirtz, 125 million on Isak, and both of them don't win the Premier League and the Champions League, it's an absolute failure. And I don't see that happening, to be honest. Maybe it will, but I see it very, very unlikely. So I think he will be a success. Luckily, he's 22 because Gyökeres is 27. He needs to bang today. He needs to bang yesterday because the team hasn't won any big trophy. Bert's the pressure isn't as much as Gyökeres, in my opinion, but the price tag maybe levels it out a bit. Where in terms of what the team needs to achieve, what the team needs, Gyökeres needs to take Arsenal over the line. Liverpool were already over the line, and furthermore, we're top of the league. If we had 8 points and we drew to you guys and we drew to Newcastle, fair enough. We're top of the league. Okay, he's not playing well, but we're top of the league. What do you want him to do? Score more goals for what? It won't change the points that's on the board. If he has 2 assists and 3 goals, what difference does it make? If you're part of the team that's top of the league, you had some part to play in it. Let's be real. But
Absolutely.
he needs to improve his his performances, and 100% he will. He's not going to stay like this. Salah is not going to stay like this. Let's be real. It's not going to be like this for the whole season, or it's very, very unlikely. And Isak is coming as well. A fully fit Isak. You think Verts and Salah won't get assists?
Let me ask you a question about Isaac, because obviously we all know about his undeniable quality and how he's played for Newcastle since he's been there for the past like 3 years as well. But do you not feel like to a certain extent this is a big step up for Isaac as well, because the guy has been a little bit around the block, because he was at Dortmund, didn't really get looking, went to Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad, he was kind of he wasn't really prolific, but he was banging in the goal here and there and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then he Newcastle, you can say to a certain extent, took a punt on him. Went to Newcastle. His first season wasn't really the best, and the second season and the third season, obviously the season he just finished now, he's went up a level. But him, I feel like playing for Newcastle and playing for Liverpool are obviously completely two different clubs, two different juggernauts, two different things to try balance. Do you not feel like that's a step up for him as well? Because obviously we know what he can do in the Premier League. We've seen that. But where now the expectation is on you week in, week out, that you must score. You're going to be every touch you're going to take is going to be scrutinized. One lapse in judgment, one shot over the bar, or one shot into row Z is going to be scrutinized, microanalyzed to a certain degree. Do you not feel like you're kind of taking a bit of a risk as well? I know the proof is in the pudding, but there's a bit of a risk element to it as well. Obviously, given his injury record, you have to take that into account too.
There's no player who has scored back-to-back 20 league goals that didn't win the league. So that's what I'm going to say. It's not very often people score 20 goals back to back and end up not being good anymore. And okay, fine. He's played the Premier League. All these teams we're talking about. He scored against you, man. He's been battered. He battered us up. He was against Van Dijk, best defender in the league. He battered him up. He was batting up Chelsea, United, all these teams. So it's not like he can't reach that level. I get it, yeah, with the Champions League, but he played Champions League with Newcastle. Well, he's
No,
gonna
see, I think what I'm trying to get at is yes, we've seen you do before, but now there's an expectation for you to do it every single time. At Newcastle, if you scored a goal here and there, or you battled up by Chelsea or an Arsenal, something you got praise for it. Now that's going to be your standard. That's what that's what we're going to be expecting from you. So that's what I'm saying. The mentality is going to have to change for him as well. That okay, I'm here. I'm going to have to walk and act as if I've been here before. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he
I,
can easily let the number 9 shirt eat him and swallow him whole, like we saw with Darwin Nunes, where he was constantly trying too hard to a certain extent. Do you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I think with Isak, from what I know of him so far, because I watched like some of his interviews with Newcastle, some media stuff that they do, and even his interviews so far since he's been at Liverpool. That guy is a little bit arrogant, man. He believes in the sauce. Like he in his mind, he's like this Haaland guy. I'm better than him. This Gyökeres, he thinks he's better than them. Obviously,
Okay,
you
let
can
me
say,
ask you, let me ask you a question. Who's the best striker in the league right now?
nah, it's Haaland because you can't just disrespect somebody like that.
Because
I would
what I was about to say is Haaland's worst season was Isaac's best season.
exactly, yeah. Isaac, you can't just say, oh yeah, I've scored 20 plus goals at Newcastle, and yeah, I'm better than Haaland. Bro, Haaland has put the work in, man. Look at his Champions League record. Look what he did at Dortmund. We came to the league back to back, Premier League, Champions League, treble. Let's
Broke the
put
Premier
respect.
League score, got a
Exactly.
one season campaign Premier League record as well.
Broke
Goes to
Salah's record. So we have to put respect on Haaland's name. He's not a small boy. Even if Isak wins the Premier League this season, bro, you have to put in a 2-3 years of work before we can say, okay, yeah, you're better than Haaland. It doesn't come that easy because that's a bit unfair, man. But the thing is, football fans are fickle. People are saying Isak is better than Haaland because
I don't know.
he's
Yeah,
the
no,
new hottest thing. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's a bit. Even though I don't like C, I really don't like Haaland to a certain extent as well. But the guy is a bagsman. Is undeniable. Give this guy two chances, he's scoring three goals. Do
For
you know what
me, for me, he's been in the league 3 years now. He's
I'm
the
saying?
best. He's the best goal scorer that's ever been in the Premier League. Factually, the
Yeah.
numbers is there. The goal ratio, the golden boots, the titles is there, and he's done it in such a short period of time. You can't say now, oh yeah, Isak is better with no golden boot. Are you mad? You didn't even win one golden boot. You're telling somebody that won the treble and back-to-back golden boots that you're better than him. It's not possible. He's not even better. He's not even a better goal scorer than Salah, to be honest. Salah has done 29 goals, 30 goals, 25 goals many times. But he has the potential to be that, and he has to prove it, and he has the platform to prove it now at a big club with big players. This is the best time probably in my lifetime to be a Liverpool player, even more than the club team, because that one we didn't even expect that to happen. It just happened. This one, they put the bread on the table. We already have league winners in the team, and you're coming into that. You cannot flop because people like Firmino and Mane, who we didn't even know, came and they did a madness. So you're coming into this environment is big expectations. I don't want to hear adaptation. Is that the league is difficult? Salah didn't pass to me. Blah blah blah. Brother, you need to hit the ground running. You need to. I'm expecting 25 goals minimum. I know you
Really?
minimum. Yeah, what do you mean? Minimum. I know you missed some games. I'm not trying to hear that. I missed games. Okay, you have on the right, yeah, you have Salah, who's been providing how many assists to people? How many assists did he give to Luis Diaz and Nunes and all them? You're telling me Isak is better than them? Cool. You have Florian Wirtz behind you. You have Gakpo as well. You have everything. You have McAllister. Oh my God, you have everything you need, and you have the two flying wing backs as well that like to assist. You have everything you need. If these people are playing for you to score goals, look at all that talent just there to make sure that you score goals. You have to bang. If Joe Linton and Gordon were making sure you scored 23 goals last season, what's your excuse? You have to bang. You have to score more goals at Liverpool than you did at Newcastle. It's only logical, but I think you will. So
No, that's fair enough. I can't listen. I can't really argue with that, especially when you break it down like that as well. Well, I'm just thinking to myself a little bit. This guy's taking a big step up. It's the biggest club he's been at in his whole entire career. You know what I'm saying? Most prestigious as well. So I'm thinking to myself, as much as they're putting pressure on Gyökeres saying, "Oh, he hasn't done a top five league," blah blah blah. But we haven't seen Isak as well do it for a top club consistently as well. We season in season out banging in goals. I know, yeah, Newcastle was a good stepping stone. You give them the first trophy in 70 years. There's no way in this world or the next world that Liverpool could ever go 70 years without winning something.
yeah,
I'm saying like it's a completely different caliber that he's going to be operating at. So that's why I'm just a little bit skeptical as well. We'll see how he's going to adapt to it because, like I said, it's not going to be nobody's going to clap for you when you score against Chelsea. They're going to say, "Okay, well done. We have West Ham next week. We're expecting you to score a hat trick." So you know what I'm saying. Like nobody's going to put their arm around them or give them a pat on the back like they did at Newcastle. They're going to say they're going to do this. Yeah,
next
training
year.
today. Yeah, we have next game. Go do it again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jab, am I correcting what I'm saying, or what do you think? What do you think about this? Because I think it's a big step up for him.
I just think that Liverpool are just gonna get found out, man. Isak, man.
You are just a hater.
Isak, bro. They're just gonna get found out. It doesn't really matter who the striker is. It doesn't matter who because at the end of the day, how you're playing, you're not even facilitating Salah. How you're playing, not facilitating Gakpo. How the hell do you think you're gonna facilitate Alexander Isak? Do you know what I mean? Even Eketika that side well at the season, bro. You guys are not facilitating the poor kid. How do you now think that's like having the biggest gun in the army, but the guy you're asking to shoot the gun is only like his second week in the job. Like, bro, like like I just like honestly, Isak will obviously have moments where he'll obviously bail you lot out, yeah, but just the way you lot are playing, man, honestly, like it's just shocking. It really is. Like to go up against to win the way you lot are winning, it's not good. It's not. This is not the Liverpool of last season. You know what I mean? Like you pack up these things. Burnley, I was expecting, bro, me that even put up a slide and Gakpo in thinking Gakpo will get 2 goals, so I was like getting assist,
So
bro.
sorry, Hitch. Pato? What's up with Cody Gakpo? Yeah, he gets the ball, and all he wants to do is cut inside and shoot. Doesn't
Okay,
think about assisting or trying to link up the play. Just cut inside and shoot. Is he Aaron Robin? Is that who he tries to model his game after?
let's not get it twisted. He has scored a lot of goals cutting in and shooting.
No. I get it, but he's like a one trick pony. That's all he wants to do.
If your trick is working, be doing your trick. But the
I
problem
watched
is,
that game against Burnley. Some of it was going this way, some going. Some listen, it
but
was going everywhere.
but that type of game wasn't a game for someone like Cody Gakpo. There's no space. You're shooting at humans. Like
You,
you're
you
this
know you know who I think you need in that game. I'll be so
Luis
real.
Diaz.
Harvey Elliott.
I hear it, but that's
Because
what.
in those tight spaces, the guy will be able to just weave in and out with small stature as
I
well.
hear it.
He's good in tight spaces.
But that's what Verts is supposed to be. That's what the 160 million pound
Yeah,
guy
but
is
the
supposed
guy
to be.
thinks he's playing against VFC Bochum. He's not. He needs to release the passes a bit quicker.
That's what I'm saying. So Verts obviously is better than Harvey Elliott. He will come along, but obviously Slot as well needs to realize play the play the opposition that you're playing. You know, at Burnley are going to do low block around ball. Why are you bringing Gakpo that's just going to keep running and trying to shoot every time and it's just going to get blocked? We had 27 shots, like 15
Mm.
of them were blocked.
I'll say I'd say at least 10 of them came from Gakpo.
Exactly. But imagine when you see when Rio came on,
Mm.
when Rio and Frimpong came on,
Yeah. He
because
gave that assist. He gave that assist to Frimpong at the end, and Frimpong nearly scored. Yeah,
but you see
like
them two
Rio looked a lot more composed than Gakpo
exactly
in the box. Why?
because Rio and Frimpong they're so good one on one. When you're playing against a low block, you need people that are good one on one and that can drive into the box. Because you have let's say you have 10 people in the box and you've got this kid Rio running. Nobody wants to touch him because if you touch him, it's a penalty. Same thing with Frimpong on the other side.
Mm.
Gakpo isn't that type of guy. He was doing Kyle Walker a couple of times, and his final ball wasn't like up to par. But Rio, that's literally his whole game. He's just gonna run at you like similar to like Doku. If you're playing a low block and you've got Doku running into the box, you cannot touch him. Just like what happened at Man United. They've got 3 centre backs, but nobody could touch him because if you touch him, it's a penalty.
The way he done Luke Shaw. Oh my god.
Bro, the way his body, I don't even know how he did that body move. But Luke Shaw is shit as well, so I'm not even gonna say it was all that. But yeah,
No, hey, yeah, finish off. You were gonna say, bro. I know I just had to cut you off because Goldie Capo was pissing me off as well. Just cut inside shoot every single time. I said, bro, I was shouting over someone. You bleeding? Stop it.
you wish Marinelli would do that. But anyways,
Yeah,
Riley would have went to the corner flag and won a corner. They start doing high school musical, telling the crowd to get pumped up. How about cross the ball in or shoot?
no, but that's the truth. Though, look for a better opposition. They'd eat that up all day, but they would eat you lot up every single day. Better opposition would. If that's how you want to kick ball, bro. Why not? You want to? We can do low block. We can do expensive football, bro. Against City, you can't do this against City.
but we did it against you though.
Yeah, but we didn't come on the. We all knew Arsenal didn't come on the vibe of trying to win that game. I'm talking about when it really comes down to arm, bro. Man City are gonna come to your gaff and try and snatch something out of you, lot. Tottenham will come to your gaff and try and take something away from you, lot. And that's what I mean about being found out, is because if Burnley can hold you, literally hold you, and your escape from that game is a penalty, it says a lot about what happened. And it's not just the Burnley game; it's all the other games before that. And that's why I'm just like, you're gonna get found out, and how you get found out, it's gonna be so bad, and a lot of questions are gonna be raised about your character, how you lot being set up. Because I don't look at that Liverpool team and say, "Oh my god, this is like a City team where it's just like, bro, these are untouchable, bro. You lot can be got, bro. We saw it. Semenyo touched you lot. Newcastle touched you lot. You can be got. And it's going to be bad.
Can I just ask you a question? I hear what you're saying. We can be got and we haven't played well and all this type of stuff. So if they get us, like you say, is it Arsenal that's going to win the league then? Do you believe that your team is superior to my team right now?
Look, the pressure is not on Arsenal. The pressure is not on Arsenal. Arsenal are not the team that broke the British transfer record twice in the same window. Arsenal not the current champions.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure isn't on Arsenal to come and snatch this league away from you. Obviously, at the end of the day, we are competitors. We are title challengers to you lot, the same way City are as well. But if you're talking about who, it's you guys. The pressure's on you. If you didn't sign who you signed, we would have said no, I would have said the pressure is actually more on Arsenal to try and win this league. But as far as I'm concerned, from everything I've seen this season, the pressure's on you guys. There is no reverse.
You don't think there's any pressure on Arsenal at all?
I think the pressure that people are putting on Arsenal is because of the money Arteta spent and how we've come second 2 years in a row. That it's more so this should be Arsenal's time than it necessarily being pressure. I think pressure is coming from the social commentary being like like from rival fans, how can you guys not win? You are so close. You let the thing slip last day of the season. You let it slip. You let Liverpool get it last year. That should have been your season. See, you weren't on it. But if you're asking me who's the pressure on this season, the pressure has to be on the title. The pressure is always on the person that wins the league. Just because you proved it to me last year, that don't mean shit, bro. Leicester won the league, bro, and they fell off the fucking cliff. Do you know what I mean? When United won it and they did the 3P, bro, they had pressure going into that every single year because they wanted to win. Same way with City. They had pressure going in because now, okay, not only did you do a demolition job, you beat Liverpool time after time after time. Somehow just beating them. So for me, it's like Liverpool have gone, they've won the league, they've now made a statement by signing the players they have signed. And it wasn't just they've signed average Joes, they've actually signed world-class talent and added that to their squad. So to me, it's just like, bro, you just have to win the league. You have to. That's not really the equivalent of the players we've signed, the equivalent of players you signed is not the same players. Do you know what I mean? You signed, like you said, Timo Wertz, LOL. you signed Florian Wirtz, best player in the Bundesliga or whatever stats that brother has. You've not got Alexander Isak, probably second best striker in the league, and he's not too far off Erling Haaland. You have Mohamed Salah. You have Virgil van Dijk. You've now gone and signed Kirkus, who's the best left back in the league last year, or arguably one of the best left backs in the league last year. You went to sign Frimpong, who's an invincible, who's won titles in Germany. So to me, bro, how can that pressure's not my club, bro. We're just out here to kick ball. That pressure's on you.
That's fair enough. The pressure, everyone has the argument for who has the pressure, who doesn't have the pressure. I think my team's going to win the league, so I don't mind having the pressure. What I'm asking you, though, is based on the 4 games that you've seen, do you think your team is more equipped? Because you're saying the pressure's on us. We are top of the league, and we've won all our games, and we beat the nearest rival. So, based on what you've seen, do you still think your team is more equipped to win the league than my team? Do you think my team is not going to get it right quick enough to win this league, and your team is?
See, my thing is, I never even said your team wasn't equipped to win the league. But that's not what I said.
Don't come my line now.
I said you guys can be found out and you can be got, and it won't be pretty. That's going to raise a lot of questions. But I never said you were equipped to win the league. That's what I'm questioning is how you are playing your football right now, and the sustainability for your title charge. That's what I'm referring to. Because I'm not even talking about the result. I'm not talking about you won the one. I'm talking about your actual style of play, how you are playing.
100%.
It is not sustainable for you to win the league because
100%.
You beat Arsenal at home, great. You still have to go to Arsenal's ground.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go and play there. If this is how you're playing when you go to Arsenal's ground, that's a different story. If this is how you're going to play when you face a Man City, that's a different story. This is how you play when you face a Tottenham, that's a different story. That's what I mean about being found out, because it's really your top six. How you play against the top six is really what dictates whether you go on to win the league or not. Realistically,
I would disagree with that.
well, that's what I think. Because if you lose dropping points against the top six, then I don't see how you win.
But you never dropped points against the top six and didn't win.
We lost to you lot.
No, but before that was your whole thing. You didn't lose to the top six for 42
but there was
years.
there's a lot of draws in that. That big six record that we had, that Arsenal had was very crazy. That's why I like. I wouldn't say I liked them when we lost to you guys, but I like that top six record was gone away because everybody that was a staunch Arteta in couldn't really use that as something to flex because they used to bring that up as some sort of, I don't know, some sort of pride. Like they used to wear that as a badge of honor, and I never really understood it because, yeah, we'll beat Liverpool. Like we drawed home and away against you guys last season. Do you know what I'm saying? We beat United, and we drawed the other game, and we were lucky to draw that second game at Old Trafford. Do you know what I'm saying? We beat Chelsea, we drawed against them. We beat Tottenham home and away. Fair enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we beat Aston Villa. We drew with them at home. Like the top six record was very fugazi. Like it wasn't like we were just slapping up them every single time. And every single time we dropped points against the top six, it was our crucial time. Do you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a solid record. But I agree with H to a certain extent as well. I do feel like majority of the pressure is on Arsenal, but that's like you said as well. It's more kind of social commentary as well, and also with pundits and all that kind of stuff. Because a lot of people have felt the past 2 years in a way has been Arsenal's time to win it. But it just hasn't happened. It just happened that way. Obviously, we lost the league on the last day of the season to City. Then last season we were just riddled by injuries. Obviously, we didn't play well as well because watching Arsenal last season was a hard watch, a very hard watch most game weeks. But guys, I wanted to turn our attention away from all of that, anyways, and let's just laugh a little bit. But yeah, I even forgot about this because we got so wrapped up in the conversation. But look at the goal contributions Mohamed Salah has had since he's joined Liverpool. Then the next closest person to him, I'll just touch on this quickly now and move on because I want to speak on United. I want to dance on their grave. But is Heung-min Son, who's not in the league anymore. Harry Kane is not in the league anymore. KDB not in the league anymore. Sterling is washed. Vardy is not in the league anymore. Rashford is currently not in the league. Bruno Fernandes is never going to hit those levels. Either is Ollie Watkins, and Jesus, if he can have two working knees, he still won't get there. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy is absolutely phenomenal. And I feel like for the Premier League all-time XI, for that right wing spot, it's a lock, in my opinion. It's an absolute lockdown.
Finally.
I feel like it's absolute lockdown because just the level of output this guy's had since he's come in, I can't argue against it. Yes, you can say aesthetically he doesn't stick out his bum and he doesn't drop the shoulder and do all this type of stuff, but just he's gonna will you to a game. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know how H feels about we don't have enough time in the day for this guy to go on his rant about Salah and all these type of stats and all that kind of stuff, but bro, to a certain extent, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? You can't really argue against it.
Good thing I don't look good in it.
This is the thing, yeah. This is what I like. I like players like Salah, yeah, because facts don't care about your emotions. The facts are the facts. Whether you like him, what you say he's not aesthetic, he has every metric, yeah, that you can say is he an elite footballer. He hits the metric: goals, assists, trophies, individual awards, every metric he hits it. You like flary players, I like gunman. That's just a matter of opinion and preference.
You can be a good man and still have flair, bro.
Be naming them. He's a better gunman than anyone you're gonna name. Name them.
He's not better than Neymar, bro.
You're bringing people that played in La Liga. Bring me Premier League players now.
He's not better than Neymar, bro.
Bring me Premier League players.
He's not better than Son, bro. Oh man.
That's good. He's not better than Son.
I respect Mo Salah and everything Mo Salah does, yeah.
You're a hater, man.
But you know what the thing is, and this is what. See, if you don't hold the streets, bro. See, all these numbers he's putting up, really fantastic, bro. You're gonna retire, and people are gonna say it's gonna be Liverpool players are gonna say, "Oh, Mo Salah this," but bro, Hazard hasn't kicked ball in 4 years, bro. Look at they're still talking about him. This is what happens when you have the streets, bro. The streets will love
No.
you forever, bro. The streets will even petition for you to have a statue at their club. Bro, guess what? Salah, you have the numbers, bro. You don't move the streets, bro. You don't move the streets, brother. And I'm so sorry. And I feel sorry for him because I would say him and Saka are in the same boat, bro. They just you don't
No, I think Saka has the streets.
Saka don't have the Saka has Arsenal, bro. He doesn't have the streets, bro.
No, I think Saka
Look,
has the streets.
you're saying Salah doesn't have the streets, yeah? When it's all said and done, yeah. Because people don't remember how you started, they remember how you finished. Hazard is laughed at a lot. Obviously, we know he's a jank man. He won his prems, he won his PFAs, he did his thing. For me, after Ronaldo, he's the next best left winger in Premier League history. But you see Salah, yeah, when he finishes, they're gonna remember that last 7. Bro, it's been 10 years of consistency. Show me another winger who does this. You can't. You cannot. And you're gonna tell me the other wingers you're gonna bring. You're gonna say they're more aesthetically pleasing, they're better on the eye. Bring me their trophies. Bring me their goals. Bring me their assists.
Look, you can have your statistics, bro. But at the end of the day, football is a game of you watch that thing, bro. I'm telling you, there's man that have won more trophies than certain ballers, bro. But we all know who we all remember, bro. We all remember Robinho, bro. But I can tell you something.
You're bringing me Robinho.
Robinho is a bleeding rapist.
Listen. Hey, I didn't say it. You did. But look,
Because he is. That's a fact.
no, but look, as far as I'm concerned, bro, like I always said, I respect Mohamed Salah, bro. But as a football fan, how I watch football, how I like football, it doesn't move me. And then that changes my judgment of him. Because I've seen man drop crazy numbers. And bro, like, okay, even if I think about it, yeah, like Robin, for example. Do you know how many moments I can list off my mind that Robin has delivered? How many masterclasses that fella's delivered?
I can drop a couple. The time he spun Cancelo the halfway line, or that goal that he scored against Chelsea, where he done that celebration as well, or a couple of times he jinked a couple of City players and smashed it in as well. Like he does have a couple of moments as well. Though, like don't discredit him. He does have a couple.
But what I'm saying is
Against what?
He has a Puskas award.
Yeah, that was a bleeding short one that he won as well. You should not won a Puskas for that. That was fucking short, man.
And look, they gave
Ronaldo should have won that year for that overhead against Juventus. They absolutely robbed him. Not the first time FIFA robbed Ronaldo. He should just have 6 Ballon d'Ors as well, but that's a conversation for a different day.
But look, I'm not obviously not trying to hold this here for too long. But look, all I'm saying is how I like football. Like for the example of Robin, bro, that goal against United when he knocked on the half volley in the Champions League. That goal against Dortmund in the final, the amount of times he killed Marcelo, bro, the moments I can think of, Salah doesn't move me. I know he has moments, but they're not moments that I would list off and be like, oh, bro, do you remember when Salah? Bro, I would never say that in my life, bro.
You brought up Robin, yeah, great example. Played in the
wrap up before we get into United quickly, yeah.
Yeah, he played in the.
I can see.
No, I'm not gonna go in. But Robin played in the Bundesliga, so I'm not rating that compared to what Salah's doing in the Prem. Because if Salah was in the Bundesliga, oh my God, you know how many goals he would have scored? But anyways, just to wrap up, yeah, this is the biggest hill I would die on when it comes. This is on football, yeah. Mohamed Salah, after Henry, is the best player to play in the Premier League. Every metric, yeah, because we're talking about football. We're not talking about FIFA Street. It's what player would you rather have in your team? And you would, other than Henry, you would rather have Salah. Maybe Ronaldo has a case, but in terms of longevity, it's Salah. And you cannot argue that. Whatever way you want to spin it, on the eye, blah, 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 the jink, he's not a jink man, all this type of stuff. Who would you rather have in your team playing right wing for you? 110% is Mohamed Salah. Simple as that.
Back your boy, Pato. I love it. Back your boy. Back your boy. But anyways, with Ruben Amorim and United as well, a reporter asked him, when are you going to accept that your system is not working here? You only won 8 Premier League games. People find it easy to play against you. That is the height of disrespect as well. Then Amorim goes, I won't change my philosophy. If they want to change, you change the man. I just want this guy to stop being stubborn for one time in his life. Like, It's clearly not working. It's genuinely not working. And I have another shocking stat to show you boys as well. Yeah, stats wise, he's the worst Man United manager since the Second World War. How do you even manage to do that?
Uh,
How, like, and I don't know how you boys feel for the past like 3 or 4 seasons. Yeah, it feels like to me every start of a Premier League campaign is the worst start of the Premier League campaign for Man United. They seem to break a record every
yeah,
single year. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
like even with this one, with only 4 points in 4 matches, Man United experienced its worst start to the season since 92-93. Every year, it's a bad year. It's a bad start to the year, and it's been happening for the past 4 years. I'm pretty sure Ten Hag broke a couple of records at the start of the Premier League season last year as well. He probably would have broke some the start of the season before that as well. Like, this club, it's getting to the point where I can't blame the managers anymore because it's clearly not a them problem because they've swapped and changed so many different managers. You've put this person in, you've that person in, blah blah blah. They've even changed the CEO. Do you know what I'm saying? They got the CEO for Man City. They have him in place. They even said, okay, cool. We'll take a winning formula. Who was at the head of that winning formula? The CEO brand. We'll put him in United. They're still shit. Do you know what I'm saying? The Glazers have a good percentage of the club away. They get Ineos in there as well. And Ineos now, they come and redo the whole training facility. They brought in a couple of new players. Still shit. What is down to the core of this club that's so rotten? Because now, yeah, Anthony has left United. Looks like a player at Real Betis. They worship that guy. They literally fall at his feet. Do you know what I'm saying? Hoyland has signed for Napoli. He scored a goal on his debut about 10, 15 minutes into the game. Onana, the one that they were screaming for against Grimsby, they wanted him arrested. They wanted his contract torn up. He got an 8.7 silver score on his debut for Transport on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Rashford is back in the England fold after guess what? After leaving United. Like this club genuinely, what is so rotten about them that you need to run 1,000 miles if you want your career to prosper? And even with Ruben Amorim, I was so high up on this guy because I liked his philosophy. Because obviously he knocked Arsenal out of the Europa League with Sporting Lisbon club as well, and he gave us two tough games as well. And the way he beat City as well, I thought, if United get this guy, I was thinking to myself, it's going to be problems because imagine if he makes United great again. I was like, philosophy. They were telling me, how he signed for Sporting in the first 2 seasons, got rid of like 21 players. I said, yay, we might have a problem here. But not a problem at all. 31 games, 8 Premier League wins. What kind of flipping record is that?
In the Premier League era, he's the worst. Statistically, he's the worst Big Six manager ever
Yeah, yeah.
out of the Big Six teams. He's the worst one ever. And to me, it sounds like he actually wants to get sacked and he wants the severance pay. Because how you say he's bro, how he people are not even bringing up you're gonna get sacked. He's the one that has said statements about I would rather leave than I will leave than change my philosophy. If they want to change the system, they should change the man. Why are you inciting things into people's minds about the possibility of you leaving the club? Brother, do your job. What are you talking about? I think it's too much for him. I think he thought it was gonna be I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna do what I did at Sporting, and I'm gonna battle up the league. It's not that thing. Man City, look at the players that they have and they're struggling, and you think you are gonna come. Pep Guardiola is struggling. What are you gonna do? If Pep Guardiola is struggling and you bought players with 200 million in January, what the hell are you gonna do? I think it was kind of they jumped the gun with the manager. At the time, it did seem like a good appointment, but that's why there's people that are more knowledgeable than us here that are picking managers. Because how did the Liverpool board find any slot, but the Man United board found Amorim, and at the time we were like, oh my god, why did we get Amorim? Blah blah blah. Look at it now. Do you know what I mean? What's his name? Ollie's good and Solskjaer isn't looking so bad right now. Why they'd have him right now? At least people would be
Bro,
happy.
bro, the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had is a much better win record than Amarin. Like even David Moyes, there's somebody that they hounded out has a better win percentage than him. 36.17%, and you've been in the job for nearly a year. So it's not like I can't say that I haven't given you enough grace or given you enough time to implement. You even had a transfer window where they even brought in players for you as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But to have a 36% record and be like stats wise the worst manager since the Second World War. Do you know how far away the Second World War is? Like, do you know how far away that is? And
I
you're the
do.
worst manager for United since then.
Who the hell is
H,
Guinness?
bro, some of these people on the list, I don't have a clue. Like, they had Sir Matt Busby there twice, and he still had a better record than him. Like, the guy started, went away, took a break, came back, and still had a better winning record than him. You know what
Big
I'm
man,
saying?
big man thing. Why did they sack Mourinho, man? Like his win percentage was very, very decent.
That guy was always complaining that when he signing players for him, it was never going to work with Mourinho. It was never going to work.
But you know what's so funny? If they gave Mourinho the money that they gave Ten Hag and Amorim, I think that guy would have won a Prem. I'm telling you, bro. If they gave him that money at that time, because he wasn't done out at that time. At that time,
Mm,
Mourinho still had some juice in him,
mm.
bro. He could have done something because, bro, they didn't give him the money and he was complaining, and now you're giving money to these bums, and your club is in shambles, man. So Mourinho, he had a point to be honest, but anyways, I digress.
What do you make of this, man? Because this absolutely stinks. Get rid of this guy now.
Look, look, you said it, bro. I've always said it. This has nothing to do with the manager, bro. Only ever has to do with the players. It's always the players, man. And look at it, bro. Rashford got an assist on the weekend, bro. There's something that's happened. There's something up at the top that's leaking down into the bottom of that club. They should go out and call Pogba now and tell him to go and get that thing he planted inside the Old Trafford, bro. Because, brother, this is some diabolical stuff. But look, system wise, yeah. I think, bro, if you're gonna do two midfield, make sure that two guys that can move. If I'm being honest, you can't do Bruno Fernandez and have him with Ugarte or Casemiro. Bro, you need people that have legs. If you're gonna do two man, they have to have legs, bro. That's the only way that shit's ever gonna work. You're playing Casemiro and Bruno Fernandez together for certain, bro. What legs are there, bro? What leg, bro? I would, bro. If you, bro, I'd be jogging past these lots. That was me on the pitch. So it's just like it's like Amarin. Look, I understand you have your system, and I would never ask a manager to change the system. You, Booker, bro, they pay you. You're there because you know more than me, bro. You're there with those players every single day. You know more than me. But if you're gonna play a two midfield, go and sign people that have legs, bro. Even bring up someone from the under 23s that has the left back. But if he has legs, go and put him there.
Bro,
So
when Mane came onto the pitch, Mane looked good.
So it's just it's very frustrating because you have some great talents like Ahmed Diallo's playing right wing, but bro, that's not where he should be. He shouldn't be there. And I understand like, oh, you need to sign. I get it. You have to sign, get the right players in and stuff like that. But I think what United, I said it last week, is just like they're throwing money at problems that money can't fix. It's an institutional problem that they have at the club. It's not a manager problem. It's not a system problem. Because bro, I'm telling you now, under the right manager with the right signings, even those 2-3 additions, United are probably a better side playing the same system.
Mm.
Sincerely. But it's a case of United are out here trying to spend money and throw money and bringing in guys that like they're bringing temporary guys in. They don't have a long term vision for players. They don't have a long term vision for the club. It's all about, okay, can we keep our share prices up? Can we keep that revenue coming in? Because if United really wanted to fix this issue, yeah, the way they'd have to scale back a lot of stuff, it'd be terrible for their market share. It'd be horrific. They would probably have like one of the worst revenue years ever if they really want to scale it back. Remember when Arsenal were really in the pits, bro, and the Emirates was empty. They'd have to almost revert themselves back to that for them to, okay, let's start trying to build this again. Because they're trying to every year trying to sign players to win the league. As much as say no, we're just trying to go into Europe and try and get to champ. No, look at how they're signing players. They're trying to win the league. They think that one good summer they're gonna spend 200-300 million and they're gonna win the league. Look at the money they spent on Mbuemo. Look at the money they spent on Cunha. These are if Liverpool sign Cunha, hey, big problem. If Arsenal saw it in Bournemouth, big problem. These are okay. These people are pushing for the United are signing Premier League almost winning caliber players, but they don't have the Premier League winning foundation. You don't go from 15th to second, third, first. You don't do that. You have to go from 15th to 10th to 8th, then maybe to 5th. You have to have a couple years no Champions League. You have to have a couple years no success. Go win the cup competitions. I know they've been doing that, but it's like I don't class you beating flipping CSK Moscow as you and winning the Europa League is as something to scream and shout about. Sincerely, I don't. We haven't won anything in Europe, but I just wouldn't scream and shout about that. Do you know what I mean? Like, go have a serious cup run, not winning things on penalties. Go when you play a Preston United, put 6 past them, put 7 past them. Do you know what I mean? When you play a Crystal Palace, put 3 past them on a good, strong cup run. That's how you build your foundational basis for you to then go and push on to win the league, to then bring yourself back into Europe. Look at Newcastle. Bro, it wasn't overnight. Sincerely, as much as they got the ownership and the standpoint players, the shit still wasn't overnight. It took them how many years from the ownership for them to then, with good foundational sense for them and having a core of good players for them to then get into Europe. It takes time. Look at Aston Villa. You know, Emery had to come in. Just see the players that he brought in. He set a foundation in, and then brought them into Europe. Even with Nottingham Forest, look at Nuno. How many players? They brought 21 players that year that they came into the Prem. They weeded a lot of those guys out, but had a good foundation, and then moved themselves into Europe. That's how you do it. You do not. I don't know who you need to send this email to, or someone needs to tell them you do not go from 15th to Champions League. It does not happen. I've never seen it happen a day in my life. You have to go through the pits. You almost have to sacrifice your market share, your revenue. Sincerely, you have to sacrifice it if you want to come back to the top. That's the only way. Because
you think you think they should be at least aiming for maybe Conference League spots? Not even trying to be like disrespectful towards them, but at least they should be. Why? No, I'm being serious. But like, obviously, to go from 16th or 15th, wherever they finish, some of their fans were thinking, "Oh yeah, with the players they signed, they'll be in Champions League spots," and I think that was just utterly ridiculous. Do you know? Like, do you see that thing on Lad Bible when that United fan, that Arsenal fan, were having a conversation, and the United fan was genuinely being serious and saying that United was going to finish ahead of Arsenal.
Yeah.
This is how delusional some of them are. So I don't think it's disrespectful to me saying maybe they should have targeted the Conference League spots, because at least that would have get you within the top 10 of the table, or at least the top 8 of the table. And then maybe if you get into the Conference League, you can spend a little bit more bread or get good enough caliber players to get into the Champions League spots. And then from there, you start building and building. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because to think that your club was going to go from where it went last season all the way to finishing in front of a team that came second 3 years in a row, or even getting to a Champions League place was the most delusional thing I've ever seen throughout this whole summer, when people would some United fans were doing their Premier League predictions.
I think what Hayes said hit the nail on the head. Everyone at United can't accept that they're not going to be near the top for a while. They think, like you said, they're going to spend the money and they're going to jump 10 places in the league. It's not going to happen. They need to understand that they need to actually go through a process. But clearly, the personality and the brain of this manager is not it. Obviously, yeah, at some point you need to be like, okay, we're actually going to stick with a manager. But you also sometimes need to hold your hands up and say, we got it wrong. We picked the wrong guy.
But how many times have they got it wrong, bro?
No, but there's other guys they could have stuck with. If they stuck with Ten Hag, he would be doing better than this.
I think if they really stuck with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think what I say to every single time, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was done dirty when I signed Ronaldo for him. That was the complete wrong signing. Why did you give him Ronaldo? He didn't ask for Ronaldo. If Ronaldo wanted to go to Man City, you should have just let it happen.
Exactly. That had nothing to do with Ole. He was just like, I need a striker. You're bringing me a 36-year-old that can't track back. What do you expect me to do? And now you're complaining that the results are not going your way. And then the fella ends up fighting with the next manager and leaving anyways. And then you sack that manager. So what the hell? Why the hell did you not just let me get the player I wanted to get? You could have got. He said he wanted Haaland.
Yeah, see, if City would have got Ronaldo, Haaland would have probably never turned up at City, and maybe United would have got Haaland instead. Imagine where they'd be now.
Exactly, because Ole, I remember he was doing. I think it was
The overlap.
the overlap with Gary Neville and Carragher and them. Man, he was telling United, let's go and get this kid Haaland, and I think it was like 20 million or something, or 25 million, something like that.
Yeah, when he was at Molde with Oli, I'm pretty sure where they could have gotten for like, well, yeah, 20 mil, pretty cheap.
Exactly, and they were like, no, he's not the profile. I was scouting the Premier, said he's not good. Which stupid scouting department, man! Oh my god! So clearly, they've got it wrong. They got it wrong with Oli, and they should have kept him. And they've got it wrong with Amorim. Let the guy go. The guy, it keeps talking about him getting sacked. He is the one bringing it up consistently. So it's gonna happen. There's nothing that can happen now that this time next year, Amorim will be the United Premier League manager. That would be the most miraculous thing to ever happen in Premier League history if he turns it around from here.
Yeah.
He cannot. It would actually be a miracle, and I don't see that happening. So cut your losses quickly. Don't wait till it's December, and then you've got the January transfer window, and you can't sign players because you don't know who your manager is going to be, and you're wasting more time. Stop wasting time. Get rid of this Amorim guy, or even right now, just tell Amorim, yeah, man, keep doing your thing. In the background, be looking for the next manager. By October 15th, tell Amorim, thank you very much. You got to go. Bring your new manager in. Say, oh yeah, please just play 4-3-3. Play Bruno Fernandes as a 10. Play Cunha, maybe left wing, or he can be a 10 as well. I don't know. Put Ahmad as a right winger. The Sesko that you bought, play the guy, your 6'5" striker, put him up front, and put Mbeumo on the wing. Happy days. Luke Shaw left back, Maguire and De Ligt centre back, and Mazraoui right back. You have your goalkeeper. That is a solid team. That team is the player for player. That team can rival Newcastle. It can rival Aston Villa, player for player. But when you're playing people out of position, they even have a good bench. Kobe Mainu, Casemiro, Ahmad is on the bench sometimes. They have a decent bench as well. They have a little bit of depth as well. So it's not like, I know what Harrison is saying, it's the players. It is the players to a degree, but the players are not 15 players. They're not players that would get you 15. Arne Slot, Arteta, Guardiola, Eddie Howe, Unai Emery, if they were United manager, I'd say they'd be 7th, 8th, maybe 6th if it was Arteta or Guardiola or Arne Slot. They would go a bit above, but they're not a team that should be 15th. Gary Neville was saying, look, if we get to October, November, and United are still 14th like they are now, he's got to go. What are we doing here? Well, we're just going to say, okay, we're going to stick with this one just for the sake of sticking. And then you finish 15th again. You're just wasting time. Imagine now, Mbeumo, Cunha, Sesko, you bought all these men to finish 15th. It's a catastrophe. You need to just pull the plug sooner rather than later. Don't stay in a relationship because you said I don't want to be in too many relationships. Brother, you're not going to marry the girl. Let it go. Do you know what I mean?
What happens now if they get a new manager? Then he looks at Sesko, says, "I don't want him. This is not my type of striker."
That's the due diligence you need to do beforehand. Go and find somebody that's happy with the squad that they have, because you need to tell them, look, we don't have money again to come play.
We already cut the footing for the last tea lady. Listen, unless you don't want the grass to be cut or something like that,
Exactly. You're gonna have to wait about 3 years. Did Arteta not wait 3 years for a striker? Good, because he knows we already spent 65 on Havertz, so you're gonna have to wait.
They gave him a striker, but he has no knees.
Exactly. So you just have to. You need to work with what you've got. Don't let this Amorim guy keep building a 5 at the back squad, and then you now sack him, bro. It's gonna be mad. The next manager is gonna be like, okay, what's my expectation here? They're gonna say we want you to finish in the Champions League spots and win the FA Cup. He's saying, okay, I've got wing backs and I've got loads of 10s for no reason. I need 2 defensive midfielders. I need an 8. I need another left winger, and I need 2 centre backs. You're telling them, how much money do we need to spend? But that's what the next manager's gonna say. Like it's actually fucked. Honestly, yeah. Even everything I'm saying, I actually don't know what United can do to fix this. It is absolutely crazy.
No, it's a lot deeper than football, boys. It's honestly a lot deeper than football. I'm so upset that they didn't sign up to do that Amazon that docu series. You know
Oh yeah.
what's that thing even called again?
I know what you're talking about. The one that Liverpool and Arsenal and City
Yeah,
did.
yeah. What's that docu series called again? Oh, that's gonna annoy me. No, I'm gonna have to Google it.
Oh, is it all for one or all?
Yeah, all for one or something like that.
Yeah, or all together or something like that.
All or nothing. That's what it
All
is.
or nothing. Yeah, yeah,
All or
yeah.
nothing. That's what it is, boys. All or nothing. That would have been the most hilarious thing I'd ever watched
They
in my
wouldn't have
time.
brought it out. They wouldn't have brought it out.
No, they declined to do it anyways. Fucking pussies. They should have really done it. But now, boys, we'll wrap up there. We'll wrap up there anyways. Obviously, Champions League football. Champions League is back this week, so lots to look forward to. And then, obviously, for you, Pato, Liverpool, not even Liverpool, but Merseyside derby on Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. How you
Mhm.
feeling?
I'm
Just a quick
feeling
one.
good.
Yeah, feeling
It's
confident. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's actually be fit to play or start. Curtis
Mm,
Jones will be there. He's up for the fight when it comes to the Merseyside derby. Frimpong and Conor Bradley's back.
mm,
Soboslai is there. The whole team is pretty fit. Joe Gomez is there.
mm,
Leone is there wherever he is. The team is fit. So I have big expectations. I'm expecting 5 from 5. I don't want to see any drop points in the Merseyside derby. I know what's his name? David Moyes is gonna come with Haram ball as well. I need
mm.
Verts to step up. I don't want to see Jack Grealish scoring or assisting. I need a clean sheet. I need Verts. I need Salah. I need Isak. I need these men to step up. And I'm pretty confident because it can't continue the way it has been. At some point, we're going to play well. So, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And hey, just your final thoughts. Obviously, a big game on Sunday. We welcome the former champions to the Emirates. Obviously, the last time they came there, they got slapped. So what are you expecting this time around?
Bro, I just pray for a win, bro. I just pray for a win. I don't know how I'm gonna tell this man to play, but you know, let me even just give a shout out to Madueke, man. I've been shitting on that guy for a while, but let me give a shout out to my bro. He did his thing still, so.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't want to see Jeremy Doku now come up against flipping. Who's that left back flipping? What's his name? Calafiori,
Don't
man.
you worry.
He did, he did, he did, he did well against Salah, though.
That guy. Listen, Salah and Doku are not the same people, bro.
They're actually
They're
not.
not people, bro. Doku packed this fella in the bleeding in the pasta ball and send him back to Italy, bro. I don't want any headache for that guy, bro. I don't want any headache, man. Just go there. We win the game 1-0. I'm happy. It's okay.
Yeah,
How
fine, fair
about you,
enough.
Steve? Any predictions for that game?
Yeah, I'll say 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1.
Mm.
No clean sheet.
No, I feel like they'll score.
Yeah, Haaland. Yeah, yeah. Fair.
I
Yeah,
feel,
that's fair. Beat them 5-0 last year, so
yeah,
yeah.
I feel like they'll
Just,
score.
just give me a 1-0, man. I'll be all right, bro.
Look, Guardiola's coming with a vengeance because how can you beat him 5-0? Send them back in.
The way he's been playing this season, it doesn't look like he's coming with any vengeance. That
You just
United
beat
game,
United 3-0.
yeah. Listen, that's United. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Those
let's
those
see.
ones,
But
those ones are small boys. We be United as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
I will
And
say,
we didn't even play well.
I will say though, if you drop points to City and Liverpool win,
And we can't be affording to drop points early. So that's why it's a must
yeah.
win. But listen, we'll see how you guys do on Saturday, anyways, because obviously Merseyside derby. So hopefully you guys drop points beforehand. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll be back again next week to discuss all this. So yeah, for all the people that have been jumping in and out of lives, I know nobody's in here right now, but we still appreciate y'all. And then yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Good night. God bless. Take care.